What is up guys, it's your boy aswell here, back with another Dragonflight Goldmaking video. So today I want to showcase what I think is going to be the top 3 gold farms in Dragonflight of 2023, or at least as of right now when I'm uploading this video, and I just want to give you guys some options for where to farm gold right now in Dragonflight. Now these will be my personal top 3 picks based on 3 requirements. First of all, the gold per hour, secondly how easy it is to set up, and thirdly the requirements for the farm. So for example, some farms will require you to be max level, while others will scale with your level. So all of the farms I'm showing you in this video will be scaling with your level, and that is why I think they're great, because you can start doing them at level 60. Having to be max level for a farm is definitely a requirement in itself, because as most farms are being improved by professions, that will require you to both be max level and also have specific professions on that character, which in itself is a bit of a requirement. So the lower the requirements are, the more accessible they are to more people, and the better I consider the gold farm to be. Before we do that though, I do want to say a massive thank you to you guys over here on YouTube. The support on the videos recently have been massive, and I can't thank you guys enough, and I'm so happy that you are happy with the Dragonflight content so far this expansion. And I also want to extend a massive thank you to all of you guys who have picked up my Dragonflight Gold Guide as well, and if you haven't picked it up yet and you want to know more about what this one is about, it is currently a 170 pages long PDF document for gold making in the expansion. It covers steady gold farms, raw gold farms, battle pet gold farms, transmog gold farms, solo gold farms, and also group gold farms. It also covers professions and how to make gold by crafting as well, and also dives a little bit deeper into Dragonflight professions. So if you want to know more about gold making in general, it's definitely a guide that you might want to pick up and get some knowledge from. Now when you purchase the guide, you also get access to a private Discord server with even more gold making info. You also get early access to videos through that Discord server, and you get exclusive videos through that Discord server as well. And right now, because patch 10.0.5 is right around the corner, it's basically about 1 week away at this point, well, I have made a document about white and grey transmog items that are becoming available in that patch, and I've made that document based on which items I'm personally farming for and buying right now to make profit with. And once you purchase that the gold guide to the link down below and you join the Discord server, that document will be available to all of you guys inside that Discord server. So definitely go and check that one out if you haven't already. And with that being said, let's go into the video and let me show you all the locations and what you want to know about the farms. So right now in the background, farm number 1 has been going on a little bit in the background, and I want to show you guys the location. So it's located right here in the Waking Shores. Basically, whenever you enter the Dragon Isles, it's going to be right there. It's going to be in the first actual town, or yeah, the first actual town, the second kind of quest hub if you will. So you just have to complete a couple of quests, get yourself to this location, and there's going to be a cave right next to it. Now these mobs will scale with your level once again, so you can farm at level 60, 61, 65, or even level 70. And damage output definitely plays a part here, so the more damage you have for the farm itself, the more gold per hour you will get as well. Basically the gold per hour is going to be consisting of 2 things: how fast you're pulling and how fast you're killing. Also a little bit based on the prices of Rousing Earth, obviously. So if you haven't picked it up yet, it's a Rousing Earth gold farm, and the loot appraiser window in the top left corner will show you how much gold we have made so far in 17 minutes. This one is going to be roughly 33,000 gold per hour with the current prices, and if you want to take this one step further, you can farm this on a weekend for example and sell the Rousing Earth on the weekly reset, because as of so far in the expansion, every weekly reset the price of Rousing Earth has been going up in price, but that is a bit of a gamble. If you farm now and keep them for the reset, they can go up in price as they have been in the past, or they might go down in price as well. It's a little bit of a gamble, but if you want to take that gamble, it's definitely up to you. Either way, it's about a 33,000 gold per hour steady gold farm so far with the current price, and you also get some mystic items by speccing into enchanting that will add roughly 5 to 10,000 gold per hour on top of that as well. So it's closing in towards 40 to 45,000 gold per hour with the average group setup you have for this farm, and by having having like what I call an elite farm, you will have even more gold per hour, and that consists of bringing people with massive gear and damage output to just make sure you have the perfect setup for the farm itself. But based on having the average group, you will make between 40 and 45,000 gold per hour from this location. Definitely a good location that you want to know about for farming gold in Dragonflight, and that is location number 1. And if you want to know more about the farm itself and the profession requirements, it only requires one profession, which is enchanting. And if you want to see the full setup for the farm, I have a full video breaking down the entire farm and the entire setup, and I will be linking all of those in the comment section down below, or the video description. I'll be linking all of the farms over there as well, because I made one video on each farm going more in depth on which professions you want to have and everything you want to know about those farms. So farm number 1 will be linked in the video description. Go and check it out for more info. With that being said, let's move on to farm number 2. So farm number 2 takes place in the Azure span, and the location for the farm is roughly right about here where you see the circle. And this is going to be a cloth type of farm, so you want to bring both tailoring and enchanting for those mystic items, because you're getting quite a few kills per hour from this farm. You're also getting some raw gold from the farm as well. So by checking out the loot appraiser window in the top left corner, you can see that right now we've been farming here for 15 minutes, and we have made 9.25 gold in looted item value, and we also have 1.2k in currency looted as well. So 10k gold in 15 minutes multiplied by 4, we're making about 40,000 gold from the farm itself in just like steady materials and looted item values so far, plus the currency looted as well. It's going to be about a 40,000 gold per hour gold farm. Now this will be even better by having enchanting and getting those mystic items on top to disenchant for both the vibrant shards and the resonant crystals as well. Now this farm itself requires a lot of pulling. It's a 2x4 hyperspawn gold farm. Like all the farms in this video are going to be 2x4 hyperspawn gold farms, but they're super good. And for example this one, it works very well. You just need to make sure you have the group for it, because these mobs need to be pulled, like all of them need to be pulled, and it's going to be activating an absolutely insane hyperspawn when you actually activate the hyperspawn. Now activating the hyperspawn by itself might require some trial and error, because unless you want to basically wait until the entire camp is alive, then you want to pull all the mobs towards one location and kill them super quick. That will activate and trigger a hyperspawn, and once you have that activated and triggered, it's all smooth sailing from there, and you just want to make sure you have enough boomkins and druids and warlocks in your group to just keep pulling mobs 24/7. So super good farm to know about. Bring tailoring and enchanting, and once again, for more in-depth information about the farm itself, there will be a link down below in the video description. Farm number 3, and the last one for today, is going to be the Murloc farm, which is located in the Azure span as well. It's basically located right next to the previous farm, so a little bit more south than the previous farm. So the previous farm was basically up here, and the other one is right next to it, so just slightly down to the left from the previous location. You will have a different farm based on, it's basically the same type of farm. You want to bring both enchanting and tailoring once again, and over here, instead of farming for decayed wildercloth, you're only farming for frostbitten wildercloth. So you can see in the top left corner, the loot appraiser window, you can see frostbitten wildercloth. You are looting a ton of them from this location, so the higher the price of frostbittens are, the more worth it this farm will be. And even right now, you can see in 25 minutes we only made 10.5k gold, but from this farm there's so many murlocs available that when you hyperspawn them correctly and you pull as many as possible, like even though we have made 10.5k so far, that is without disenchanting any items. So if you disenchant items on top of this as well, like you will be getting some mystic items by having enchanting when you go to this farm, and having enchanting is going to be absolutely vital here. Now disenchanting those mystics, you will get upwards of 30,000 gold per hour, so they will add at least 10,000 gold as well from the mystic items alone, based on the fact that you're killing a lot of mobs at this location. So the main difference between farm 2 and farm 3 is that farm 2 will give you a lot more steady gold from just looting items, while this farm right here will give you a lot more mystic items, because you're getting more kills per hour, and more kills per hour just means you're getting more of those mystic mystic epic items, which have a roughly 1 in 1,000 drop chance. So if you're killing 7,000 mobs, you're getting roughly 7 of them, or something like that basically. So you're getting a lot more items from this one, but you're getting more valuable steady items from the other farm. So it kind of depends on how you want to farm your gold. And also farm number 2 is Decayed Withercloth and Frostbitten, while this one right here is only Frostbitten. So it kind of depends on which material you specifically want to farm for while farming, while doing the farm basically. And that's gonna be it for today's video, a top 3 gold farms for Dragonflight, showing you what I consider to be the best 3 locations right now in Dragonflight based on the 3 criteria that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, which is the total gold per hour, and how easy the farm is to set up, and also like how accessible the farm is. So if you have to be max level, and basically the requirement for the farm itself, and all of these farms right here will scale with your level, meaning you can go here at level 60, level 61 and level 62 and so on, and still be able to do the farm. And they also don't really require that much professional setup, because even though you want to have tailoring and enchanting, getting those 2 professions to the point where you want to have them takes you literally less than 2 hours from scratch. So either way, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider dropping a like down below. Let me know in the comment section if there's any other farms I should have mentioned in the video. And that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you again very soon.